Hey guys, Eric from State Farm here, and today we are doing a Q&A about my upcoming Spider-Man film series. Still titled Spider-Man the Web Series, but instead of being in an episodic format, we're going to be releasing the web series in a series of 4 movies. There's a link in the description to a video that better describes the state of the web series. So I have a little Q&A prepared. A ton of you guys asked questions, and I'm going to answer them. So here we go. So, I'm going to be answering the questions on our Lonely Spider Instagram first. If you're not following, it's TheLonelySpider_official. We post a lot of cool stuff there and a lot of sneak peeks, so let's get started with the questions. First one, Yoda with no brim asks, how long will Spider-Man Graduation be? So Spider-Man Graduation will be the second installment of Spider-Man the Web Series. It's the one with Kraven the Hunter, and it should be about an hour long. We have about half the scenes filmed, and it's currently sitting at a half hour, so hopefully that answers your question. Isaac70699 asks 2 questions. Do you think you'll ever do a Batman fan film or a Spider-Man vs. Lizard fan film? Batman I would love to do. Our Green Goblin cosplayer has a Batman cosplay as well. And same with our Shocker actor Justin. He has a good Joker cosplay, so I could definitely do a cool Batman fan film. It's just our slate is kind of busy. But if things were to free up, absolutely. And as for Lizard, I love Lizard, and I would love to do him. He just doesn't really fit into the story of the web series. So I guess both of those questions are who knows what the future has in store. And his other question is, will you ever do a Funko Pop collection video? Because they're in the background of a lot of your videos. Yeah, I currently have 100. That's not even all of them. And yeah, we will do a video on that. Me, Colin, and Adam have massive Funko Pop collections, and that video will be on TLS Plus sometime soon. LM60 asks, what got you into filming fan films? Well, fan films are really interesting because they take a character that you have a deep connection to, and you can put them in any sort of story that you want. And I guess that's kind of where it started, because I was a big Spider-Man fan growing up. I was a big Star Wars fan, and Spider-Man is just easier to do than Star Wars. And it's like you can write your own Spider-Man movie, and I guess it's the attraction of putting characters you love in your own original story, and it has a really great and welcoming community, so that's what made me want to start. Anonymous We Are a Religion asks, will you ever do any other fan films on movie characters like Batman, James Bond, and Star Wars? Yes, definitely in the future. Me and Noah Purchard have a short Star Wars film planned, hopefully within the next year. It's only going to be about time-traveling Toyota length, but yeah, we'll do other franchises in the future. Dopest Oak Chest asks, what are the villains you will definitely do and definitely not do for the web series, and will there be a new spider suit for the fan film? So, about the spider suit question, Peter cycles through about 4 suits throughout the runtime of the web series, throughout all 4 movies. I can confirm 2 of them are the classic suit and the homemade suit, but I'm not going to spoil the other 2. And villains will do and definitely not do. I'm not going to confirm them all because spoilers, but as for the villains that are in it, we have Dr. Octopus, we have Shocker, and we have Kraven. And villains we definitely will not do is we definitely will not do Big Wheel. There's more villains than just those 3, but those are the 3 I'm comfortable with letting you guys know. Fire Phoenix Studios asks, what is your favorite Spider-Man movie? For me, it kind of depends on the day. Some days it'll be Spider-Man 2, other days it will be Into the Spider-Verse, but I'd say my top 3 are Homecoming, Spider-Verse, and Spider-Man 2. I think Homecoming is really underrated and people don't get enough credit. And yeah. Toxic Comic Studios asks, could you give more videos on how to make a Spider-Man fan film and the type of villains that would be good to use? So that first video I put out on how to make a Spider-Man fan film actually got a decent amount of views, and a lot of people seem to come to that for advice, a surprising amount of people. Personally, I believe that video hasn't aged too well, so I might make a sequel to How to Make a Spider-Man fan film, just with some more things that I have learned over the years. But if I were to make that, I would probably make it after the release of the Modern Hero remake and Graduation. So I'm going to wait till at least the first 2 installments of the web series are out, then I would drop a more professional one. And the final Instagram question goes to Josh Core, and that question is, how will this series give us a different take on Spider-Man that we've never seen in a fan film before? Excellent question, Josh. So when we created the web series, we wanted to approach it in a way that no other fan film has approached Spider-Man before, and it was to make a drama and a character study first and a superhero fan film second. I think people will be a little apprehensive to that with the lack of action and the lack of Spider-Man scenes. Don't worry, they're there. But this series will focus way more on character dramas, character dilemmas, character development, a lot more on dialogue, and I think with the thematic statement that will be stated in each film will resonate with people, and this Spider-Man ultimately has a new arc per movie, and what's going to be really fun about this Spider-Man and what's going to be different from all other fan film Spider-Mans is you get to slowly watch him grow into the ultimate hero that everyone knows him as. So I'd say the biggest difference is this Spider-Man is incredibly human, incredibly relatable, and we prioritize the Peter Parker side of his persona over the Spider-Man side of his persona. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question well. On to the YouTube questions. So, Adrian Moreno, our composer and a completely awesome dude, asks, what was the hardest scene to shoot on set? Was there a time if you were frustrated on set? And will we be getting a battle damaged suit in the web series? So the hardest scene to film on set, I don't think we filmed it yet. There's a specific scene in the web series, particularly in the third movie, that only 4 other people know about because it's super spoilery, and those 4 people are one of the actors, Buckeye Studios, and Bald Eagle Productions, and that scene is just super emotional. It's super dark, and I feel like that scene's going to be incredibly hard to film, especially where I've grown so attached to certain characters. And it'll probably be like one of the most emotional moments in any fan film whatsoever. Was there a time I was frustrated on set? While shooting one of the Kraven fight scenes, there was just this person. We couldn't really kick them out because we don't have a filming permit, but they just decided to hang out there on set. They had no reason to be there. We politely hinted at them like, hey, could you scoot on because you're kind of in the background, but they were like, no, I'm just going to watch. So that was a little frustrating. And will we see the battle damage suit? We haven't filmed any battle damage suit scenes yet, but I'll keep you posted on that. Julian J06 says, will Kraven be the only villain in Graduation? Yes. Well, he won't be the only bad guy to appear. We'll have cameos of other Spider-Man villains, but Kraven is the main villain throughout the whole film. He said, so yeah, and the other question he has is, was there ever a scene you got in trouble for shooting? Yeah, we filmed next to a bank truck with bank robber outfits, and the police got called on us, so that's something, if I were to give any advice to fan film creators, is make sure you alert your local authorities that you're filming in public first, or else you'll get the police called on you, which happens to us more often than you might think, so yeah, we've gotten in trouble before. Alright, Gabriel Polly asks 2 questions. Will there be a post-credit scene in Modern Hero Remastered? Yes. Will there be one in Graduation? Yes. Will there be one in the 3rd movie? Yes, and he says, I imagine there wouldn't be a post-credit scene in the 4th movie, and you would be absolutely right, Gabriel. Apple Pie Studios asks 2 questions. One is, after the series, do you all plan on doing original projects? Yes, I have a ton of original screenplays planned that I really like and I would love to pursue in my college years, and I hope you guys accept that it's not Spider-Man content and watch it, but that's a little bit down the line. And will we see emo Peter Parker in this quadrilogy? I've been asking for 3 years now. I remember you asking for 3 years. I remember the first time you said it, and I remember you doing it now, and I am happy to say emo Peter Parker will appear in the 3rd installment of the web series, and I can confirm that. Number 1 Chan fan asks, are you and Buckeye good friends, and how did you guys meet? So I would honestly consider Sean from Buckeye Studios one of my best friends. Same with John from Bald Eagle Productions. We've known each other for years now. We constantly Skype, constantly text back and forth, constantly play video games together. Like, we know each other on a very personal level, and we plan on meeting up soon, so that's going to be really fun. I would absolutely consider Sean my friend. He's a great guy, and I'd consider John my friend too. And how did we meet? I think I commented on Responsibility when it came out, his Spider-Man Responsibility, and we just started talking through there, so I think that's how we met. I don't quite remember. I feel like it was more gradual than that, but hopefully that answers your question. And speaking of Buckeye Studios, the final question is, will there be any Mario Kart action in this one? And no, there will not be any Mario Kart action in Spider-Man the web series. The Mario Kart references are reserved for Spider-Man Renegade and Spider-Man Renegade alone. If you want to see Mario Kart action, go see our first film and our shittiest film, Spider-Man Renegade. So, that concludes the Q&A. I'll probably have more videos soon, more BTS videos, and I plan on dropping a video explaining the Modern Hero remake. And the reason why this Q&A took so long is because I wanted to end this video on a little surprise. If you follow the Instagram, you probably have seen it, but I'm just going to leave you guys with this little snippet, this little unedited snippet of the Modern Hero remake here. Just so you guys get an idea of how different this remake is from the original. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you around.